Hello students, myself Akanksha Sangdogurule, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry at KTHM College, Nasik. Students, I welcome you to the second semester of MSc first year. So in this semester, I am going to teach you the molecular spectroscopy of the subject physical chemistry having the code CHP210. So in this subject, we are going to study the molecular spectroscopy. So the first chapter for this is microwave spectroscopy. So in the today's lecture, we are going to study introduction to the syllabus and spectroscopy. So now let's begin with our lecture. So this section has 2 credits which is for 24 lectures. So in this, we are going to study the microwave spectroscopy. So the microwave spectroscopy is also known as rotational spectroscopy. In that, we are going to study the classification of molecule based on the moment of inertia and also the rotational spectrum of diatomic molecule and polyatomic molecule. The next chapter is infrared spectroscopy. It is also known as vibrational spectroscopy. So in this spectroscopy, we are going to study the vibrating diatomic molecule, harmonic and anharmonic oscillator, the diatomic vibrating rotator. Also, we are going to study the Born-Oppenheimer approximation. The next that we are going to study in this chapter is the vibration of polyatomic molecule, Fourier transform spectroscopy, well known as a FTIR, that we are going to study in this chapter, its advantages, and also we are going to study the carbon dioxide laser. Okay, this was in the infrared spectroscopy. The next is Raman spectroscopy. In this chapter, we are going to study the quantum and the classical theory of Raman effect, pure rotational Raman spectra, vibrational Raman spectra, polarization of light, and the Raman effect. Structure determination from the Raman and the infrared spectroscopy and its application. The next spectroscopy or the next chapter is electronic spectroscopy of molecules. In this chapter, we are going to study the electronic spectra of diatomic molecule, the Born-Oppenheimer approximation, vibrational coarse structure, the very important Frank-Codon principle, dissociation energy and dissociation product, rotational fine structure of electronic vibrational transition, the Fortran diagram, the concept of pre-dissociation and molecular photoelectron spectroscopy. The last chapter is Mossbauer spectroscopy. So for the Mossbauer spectroscopy, in that we are only going to study the principle of Mossbauer spectroscopy, instrumentation and application. This was for the section first. So first of all, we must know what is the molecular spectroscopy. The study of interaction of electromagnetic radiation with matter is called as a molecular spectroscopy. You all have studied in this in the TYBSc, okay? The next is region of spectra. So in the spectra there are various regions. And according to that region and according to the interaction of that frequencies or that waves with the matter, various spectroscopies are developed. So that we are going to see. So first region is radio frequency region, which is which lie in the region 3 into 10 raised to 6 to 3 into 10 raised to 10 hertz. This is speaking in the terms of frequency. Speaking in terms of wavelength, it is from 10 meter to 1 centimeter. So in this region, there is a study of nuclear magnetic resonance. We well known about the NMR spectroscopy. That spectroscopy is studied in this region. The next is electron spin resonance. ESR spectroscopy is also studied in this region. The energy change involved in that arising from the reversal of the spin of a nucleus or an electron, and is of the order of 0.001 to 10 joules per mole. So basically, in this, what interaction is studied? The spin of nucleus or the spin of electron is studied. When there is a study of spin of electron, we call it as a nuclear magnetic resonance. When it is for the electron, we call it as a electron spin resonance. Okay, so this motion or this is studied in this spectroscopy. The next region is microwave region. It lies from 3 into 10 raised to 10 to 3 into 10 raised to 12 hertz. Speaking in terms of wavelength, it is from 1 centimeter to 100 micrometer. It is well known as a rotational spectroscopy. That means what? Here the rotation of molecule is studied. The separation between the rotational levels of molecules are of the order of hundreds of joule per mole. So talking about that rotation levels, there are in the order of 100 of joules per mole. The next is infrared region, which lies in the region 3 into 10 raised to 12 to 3 into 10 raised to 14 hertz. In terms of wavelength, it is 100 micrometer to 1 micrometer. So here, the vibration of molecule is studied. So it is called as a vibrational spectroscopy. One of the most valuable spectroscopic region for the chemist. You know that whenever we synthesize any compound in the lab, we take the first analysis by IR. We always give our sample for the IR analysis or for the FTIR analysis. So which is the most valuable spectroscopic region for the chemist. The separation between the levels are in the order of 10 raised to 4 joules per mole. So this is just a comparison between each and every region and the comparison between the levels, that is rotational level or the vibrational level. The next is visible and ultraviolet region, which lies into the 3 into 10 raised to 14 to 3 into 10 raised to 16 hertz and from 1 micrometer to 10 nanometer. So the study performed in this region is known as electronic spectroscopy. The separation between the energies of valence electrons are some hundred of kilojoules per mole. The next region is X-ray region. So the region is from 3 into 10 raised to 16 to 3 into 10 raised to 18 hertz. That means 10 nanometer to 100 picometers. So energy change involving the inner electron of an atom or a molecule which may be of order of 10,000 kilojoule. So this region talks about the inner electron of an atom, not the outer electron. So it talks about the inner electron. So In this section or in this course, we are going to study first is the rotational spectroscopy, that is we are going to study for the microwave region. Next is the infrared region, that is a vibrational spectroscopy. Also we are going to study the Raman spectroscopy. The next is electronic spectroscopy and the Mossbauer spectroscopy. So one by one you will come to know what does this all means. What is the real information that we get from these spectroscopies. Okay. So here we will stop our introduction, and from the next lecture we will start our first chapter, that is microwave spectroscopy. So this diagram I have mentioned here, but you must be thinking that the values given by me in that regions are different from that. But you have to remember that in that the wavelength are mentioned in meter, centimeter, nanometer, micrometer, also in the picometer. Here that are expressed only in meter. This is the difference, and that is why this value are changed. Uh, so you don't get so much confused about this. This is just a diagram so that you can get the idea. Is it okay? Thank you.